Yeah, we back. Yeah, we back. Now, today we got a funny video, man. We got a funny topic. Today we're going to be talking about Elon Musk, Donald Trump, and South Africa. Now, before we get started, I just want to ask the question, right? Now, what if every ethnic group, what if every community across the continent began interfering in the affairs of other nations under the pretext of, I'm simply protecting my people. I'm simply coming to the defense of my people. I'm simply providing assistance for my people. We've seen that in recent weeks with Paul Kagame providing assistance, funding, and equipment to the M23 rebels in the Congo under the pretext of I'm simply protecting my people. And now we see Elon Musk and Donald Trump under the same pretext intervening in the affairs of a sovereign nation under the pretext of I'm simply coming to the assistance of my people. Now, what are we talking about? Recently, there was a law that was passed apparently in South Africa. The president signed a bill into law in regards to how land will be distributed across the nation. As we already know, the legacy of apartheid, it still rings true still to this day. The economy of South Africa and the distribution of wealth and resources has never truly been rectified. So recently, this headline made news where the South African president was finally addressing the land question. Now, I think sometime last night, Donald Trump actually responded to this. He actually made a statement and actually went on social media and also made a statement. Now, even though Donald Trump ran on the platform of being anti-immigrant, his administration is actually full of white immigrants, top to bottom, in almost every major position. There's a European immigrant calling the shots. And one of the biggest and most influential European immigrants in the government in Donald Trump's administration is Elon Musk. So Elon Musk, due to the fact that he has the ear of the president as one of his biggest campaign contributors, Elon Musk is using his influence in his position to interfere in the affairs of a sovereign nation to come to the assistance of his fellow tribesmen, similar to Paul Kagame. Now, like I mentioned in previous videos, if we justify the actions taken by Paul Kagame, where he is going over the border, where he is funding rebel groups, rebel insurgents to overthrow a government, to interfere in the affairs of a sovereign state, and you justify that, especially based on the pretext of ethnic loyalty, of cultural loyalty and commonality, then like I said before, under that same pretext, then Nigeria has the liberty to intervene in the affairs of Niger or Cameroon or Benin, or Ghana has the ability to intervene in Togo and vice versa, or Mali has the ability to intervene in Guinea and vice versa. Because if we feel that it is now authorized and it is now in style to intervene in the affairs of other nations under the pretext of ethnicity or tribalism, then you might as well open the floodgates. Now you have Elon Musk all the way in the United States. He probably somewhere in Texas right now, intervening in the affairs of South Africa, coming to the assistance of his white South African kinsmen, of his tribesmen in South Africa. And listen, if you was riding for Paul Kagame, I don't want you to get into the comment section trying to come against Elon Musk. He doing the same exact thing your boy doing. Anyway, let's get into it.
Why South Africa?
It's only South Africa. Terrible things are happening in South Africa. The leadership is doing some terrible things. It's horrible things. So that's under investigation right now. We'll make a determination. And until such time as we find out what South Africa is doing, they're taking away land, they're confiscating land, and actually they're doing things that are perhaps far worse than that.
Now, we back. Now, Trump said the leadership in South Africa is doing terrible things. He said the leadership in South Africa is doing horrible things, and that is currently under investigation. Trump said the South African government is taking away land, is confiscating land. Trump is accusing the South African government of marginalizing certain communities in South Africa. The white South African community is being marginalized by the South African government. So Donald Trump and his buddy Elon Musk, they're intervening in their affairs, and they are now taking action to come to the rescue of the white men in South Africa. Doesn't that sound familiar? Doesn't that sound familiar? Doesn't that sound like a certain head of state who said that the reason why my government is providing weapons and technology and training and funding and equipment to this rebel insurgent group across the border is because their government is mistreating certain communities, is marginalizing certain communities. They are taking land from certain communities. Even some of y'all in my comment section been justifying Paul Kagame, saying, oh, it's the government in the Congo. The government in the Congo is doing horrible things. That's why Paul Kagame is justified, right? So listen, you got to keep that same energy. Because see, me, when I examine the situation and I see where it could go, I was like, nah, I can't get behind this. Because what is stopping the next guy from doing the exact same thing and saying the exact same thing? And here we are, less than a week. Elon Musk, he jumping on the bandwagon. He seen Paul Kagame acting a fool, so he was like, listen, I got to get into the mix too. Take a look up on the screen. Elon Musk responded to the president of South Africa on social media, Cyril Ramaphosa. Elon Musk asked him, why do you have openly racist ownership laws? Right? Elon Musk is accusing the South African government of discriminating against his community, against his ethnic group in South Africa. Now, I'll say this. I genuinely believe that Donald Trump and Elon Musk are truly coming to the defense of their fellow white tribesmen out of genuine concern. Unlike Paul Kagame, we know he's doing it because he's trying to get money. He's doing it because he's running a $1 billion mineral trafficking operation out of the Eastern Congo. But I believe that Donald Trump and Elon Musk are genuinely concerned for their white brothers in South Africa, right? Like, I believe that Elon Musk probably raised that topic to Donald Trump in their private conversations out of genuine concern. Like, he really does not want to see his people end up losing their land, end up losing their economic stature in the country. Like, I believe he's genuinely concerned about that. But when it comes to Paul Kagame, like I said, he getting money, right? He's shipping off the coltan and the diamonds and the gold. He's shipping everything off to the white man, right? He getting money, right? Him and the white man got a secret agreement. Well, it's not really secret. It's actually open and public. But him and the white man got an arrangement where he got to keep the product, shipped out to the Western economy. So he's using that as a cover. He's using ethnic affiliation as a cover. But I believe Elon Musk is genuinely concerned and weaponizing his influence to come to the assistance of the white men in South Africa. Now, let's get into it, man. Donald Trump on his social media, I think it's called Truth Social, he said this: South Africa is confiscating land and treating certain classes of people very badly. Sounds like a certain head of state from the Great Lakes region. Let's continue. It is a bad situation that the radical left media does not want to so much as mention. A massive human rights violation. At a minimum, it's happening for all to see. The United States will not stand for it. We will act. I will be cutting off all future funding to South Africa until a full investigation of the situation has been complete. Now listen, if you accept it for one guy, you gotta accept it for everybody. You see me, I already saw into the future. So I said, nah, hell nah, back up, Paul Kagame. But y'all wanted to get behind it. Some of y'all wanted to support it. Get ready. Get ready. Now Elon Musk, all the way across the ocean, all the way across the waters, he's overseas, right? Meddling into the affairs of South Africa on behalf of his fellow white kinsmen down in the country. Advocating on behalf of the so-called marginalized communities down in South Africa, right? The South African government persecuting the white South Africans, taking away their land. And now the United States government has been mobilized into action. So listen, if y'all was getting behind Paul Kagame, going over the border and funding rebel insurgents and running a multi-billion-dollar trafficking operation of critical minerals into the Western supply chains, if you was behind that, if you was co-signing that, I don't want you to get into the comment section talking about African sovereignty and this, that, and the third. Listen, don't be talking about African sovereignty. Listen, you didn't give a goddamn about, it didn't matter about African sovereignty. So listen, it's a free-for-all, right? The houses in Niger, listen, y'all can go over the border into Nigeria, do your thing, right? The Fulanis in Mali and Guinea, do your thing. The Yorubas in Nigeria and Benin, do your thing. Go over the border, send the resources to the government next door, do your thing. Do your thing. Because apparently that's what we're doing in the year 2025. The brothers down in Ghana and Togo who tried to break off and create Western Togoland, listen, restart the movement, brothers. Restart the movement. Because apparently that's what we're doing in the year 2025. Apparently that's what we're doing. Now, anyway, let's get into this article. Let's talk about the reason why Donald Trump and Elon Musk are so infuriated. Let's get into it. The South African president, Cyril Ramaphosa, has signed into a law a bill allowing land seizure by the state without compensation, a move that has put him at odds with some members of his government. Black people only own a small fraction of farmland nationwide more than 30 years after the end of the racist system of apartheid. The majority remains with the white minority. This has led to frustration and anger over the slow process of reform. Now, this is the reason why Donald Trump and Elon Musk is going crazy. They're angry. They're ready to economically sabotage South Africa. Just the mere mention of land redistribution, them boys all the way in Washington, D.C., angry, ready to take action. Now, there are many angles I could have took this topic. I could have talked about how while black folks in the West, especially the United States, are going back and forth about black immigrants and this, that, and the third, this guy's a tether, this guy's not. Meanwhile, the entire U.S. government, Donald Trump's entire administration, full of white immigrants. As you can see, solidarity amongst white men is on the rise. In fact, this entire anti-immigrant movement is mainly, like I said, targeted at making sure that white men in the United States continue to maintain the economic and political and demographic majority. That's why when you see these operations taking place where ICE is rounding up the immigrants and sending them out the country, you never see large groups of white men being rounded up and thrown into the truck. Hell nah. And it's a bunch of illegal white immigrants all over the country. Elon Musk himself, when he first came to the country, overstayed his visa. He was an illegal white immigrant. And even when you see guys like Tariq Nasheed having the immigration conversation, they never really talk about the white immigrants, because these guys' job is to serve as foot soldiers and making sure that white men maintain the overall demographic majority. Because if you notice, lately the United States has been flooding the nation with white immigrants, and they've been ringing the alarm on the non-white immigrants. And it's not only the United States, Western nations in general, they're having a demographic problem, right? They're not having enough babies. So naturally, over time, the population will decrease. So what they're trying to do is fortify their numbers in these Western nations like the United States, Great Britain, France, Italy, etc., etc. That's why they always talk about things like the Great Replacement. We're being replaced, right? Because this is how they feel. Now, I could have attacked this angle at, you see, this is why black men got to sit together, because look how the white man doing it, right? But I can't do that because in South Africa, they got a xenophobia problem. See, the white man in South Africa, he's calling on his brothers for assistance. But see, the black man in South Africa, he want to stand alone and do it by himself. That's fine, brother. Do your thing. So I'm not going to attack that angle. I'm going to attack it from the Paul Kagame angle, right? Because like I said, y'all wanted to get behind Paul Kagame intervening in the affairs of another nation, right? Because, oh, that's my ethnic group, that's my people, that's my kinsmen. But guess what? Elon Musk was sitting at home. He was like, listen, let's get it. Elon Musk was sitting at home. He was like, listen, if that's what we doing, say no more. Let me call my homie Trump. Let me call my man Trump. Now, listen, if you was justifying the actions of Paul Kagame, I don't want to hear nobody talk about, oh, we got to respect the sovereignty of sovereign nations. We got to respect the dick. No, I don't want to hear none of them speeches. I don't want to hear we got to respect the sovereignty of sovereign nations. I don't want to hear none of that. It's the same exact thing. Elon Musk coming to the defense of his kinsmen, of his tribesmen down in South Africa, the same way Paul Kagame alleges that he's coming to the defense of his tribesmen in the Congo, even though we know in reality, he's running a $1 billion minerals trafficking operation out of the Eastern Congo. But he's hiding under the veil of ethnic affiliation. Anyways, let's take a look at some of the reactions on social media. This is coming from the South African presidency social media. President Ramaphosa looks forward to engaging with President Trump over issues of bilateral interest and concern. This person said, good news. The white tribe of Africa deserves minority rights and the right to self-determination, the right to their distinct culture. They are a minority in their homeland. They deserve minority rights. You see what happened? See, the cat's out the bag now. You see, we can't put it in the bag now. Like I said, the Hausas in Nigeria and Niger, do your thing. The Fulanis in Mali and Guinea, do your thing. The Mandinka down in Senegal and the Gambia and Mali and Guinea, do your thing. The Soninka in Mauritania, do your thing. Listen, do your thing. Everybody do your thing, man. That's what we doing this year. Everybody just do your thing. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. But like I said, my South African brothers, I'm gonna have to take a step back and let y'all handle this, because y'all said that, you could do it by yourself. You could do it by yourself. So I'm gonna just take a step back. I would have came to the defense, but y'all said, listen, we could stand alone. So listen, the white man ganging up on you, the white man joining forces, and you want to stand alone. All right, do your thing, bro. Do your thing. Anyways, man, it's your boy Nevercard. That's Salim back in the building. Yes, indeed. Cash App in the description. Support the channel, man. Support the album. Peace.
Yeah, I'm focused on fortification. I'm trying to step out of the matrix. I'm finna be all in your playlist. The haters gon' look and amaze me. I'm taking my time and I'm patient. They tell me I make it look easy. I'm going and they never gon' reach me. I cut off my phone, I'm back on my zone. Yeah, I'm back on my own, the king of my castle and forging my own path. I'm back on the dawn, I know they be watching it lately. I'm pressing the gas. These niggas be clones, they selling they soul for currency. I be like, man, just leave me alone. Lil' mama, she look like a dancer. I'm back in my zone, I got hundreds and fifties. They treat me just like I'm a master. I'm back in the city, I'm feeling imperial, plotting on power expansion. I can't show no love, I got pain in my heart, but I hide it when I'm on the camera. I'm young and I'm raising the standard, and now I don't be doing no features. These niggas be talking about killing and robbing, I'm steady relaxing leisure. The spirit of kings, we never gon' die, we taking it back with the leaders. They came and invaded, the enemy raided and put all that shit in museums. Real talk, and I still can't believe it. I pull up and shine on them, I pull up and ride on them, I pull up and flex with the team, you know we gon' style on them. I'm cold like 7 degrees whenever I rhyme on them. This shit like COINTELPRO, my nigga they spine on us. Fuck how they feeling, I'm bossed up, enemy finna get tossed up. Come on the block and then buy it up. Back in the biz, I'm riding up, I'm ready for war and they hiding out. I told the creator I'm riding out, they up in the crib and they popping out. I'm close to the limit, I've been in route. Yeah, weight on my shoulders, it feel like a boulder. Ghost written by the kings, I decoded like high priest, certified unrooted. I'ma get it till they tell me it's over, I'ma get it till I'm way up and noted. Meditated so I'm closer to God, pretty soon we gon' be on the top. Yeah, I'm focused on fortification. I'm trying to step out of the matrix. I'm finna be all in your your playlist. The haters gon' look and amaze me. I'm taking my time and I'm patient. They tell me I make it look easy. I'm gone and they never gon' reach me. I cut off my phone, I'm back on my zone, yeah. I'm back on my own, the king of my castle and forging my own.